Hello friends, and welcome to my crafty space. My name is Crystal Idunyate, and this is a place where I share memory keeping projects and processes with you. Today I am excited to share the new Future Craft releases for January 2020, which is crazy to say that we are in the year 2020. You guys, we are officially living in the future. After I share these products with you, I will switch gears and share a process video for a project I'm making using the product. If you just want to watch that process video, I will include a timestamp on the screen that will let you know where in this video the process video begins. Included in this month's Future Craft releases are a main kit and 2 add-on stamps. I've already taken a lot of it out of the packaging just to reduce some of the rustling noise. But we will go ahead and go through these kits so I can show you what is inside. The main kit for this month is called Page Turner and is all about reading books and the various ways of consuming your literature. The kit is made up of 4 components. It has a set of, or a pack of cardstock embellishments, which I have in this cup right here. It has a set of journaling cards that are sized both 3x4 and 4x6. It has a full 4x6 stamp set, and then also a set of tiny, multicolored, puffy alphabet stickers, which are really super cute. One of the benefits to you guys of the Future Craft kits, if you don't already know this, is that when you purchase the kit, you also get everything, not everything, but you also get like the cards and the stamp set in digital form. So full disclosure, I have already seen most of the products here and have had a chance to already figure out an idea of something that I want to do and the products that I want to use for that project. So I'll point those out as I walk through this. But yeah, I just thought you guys might want to know that. That is one of my favorite things because I like to work on my projects digitally and physically. So I'm very much hybrid. So yes, since this may be your first time seeing the product, I'm going to go ahead and go through it with you guys. So we've seen the puffy stickers. I'm going to set those to the side. Next, we've got this 4x6 stamp set. Let me grab a piece of cardstock to put behind it so you can see it better. On this stamp set, let me point out just a few of my very favorites. I love the Storytime stamp right here. I actually have an idea for something I want to use that for, which you will probably see later in the month. I love the little stack of books down here and these little rectangles that you can use to fill in the books with colors or pattern. This one right here is really cool for just a little tiny journaling spot, and the bee up here fits in the bee down here. I also love the geotag to talk about where you're reading, and you know, really there are no bad stamps on here. Not that there ever are with Future Craft, but yeah, I can totally see myself using all of these. So there we go. There's your stamp set. I should also probably say that this kit was designed by In a Creative Bubble. So there's that too, as I don't think I said that before. So here are the cards. Let's go through the 4x6 cards. This one is Bibliophile, So Many Books, So Little Time. The Book Club, Book Lovers Unite. My Weekend is All Booked. A bookshelf with little icons for things that you would find on a bookshelf. A little escape with an area to journal, and I read for pleasure, and that is the moment I learn the most. And then for the 3x4 cards, there is this subtle book pattern, a book review, this green diamond star pattern, which is super great for making titles or filler cards with you. You can just put embellishments on them and they look super cool like that. A book with a coffee mug or a tea mug, whatever suits your fancy. I'd rather be reading. Books are a uniquely portable magic, which is a Stephen King quote. this story and how the story made you feel. Gone to the bookstore, currently reading, a stack of books. You guys, this is one of my favorite cards in the whole kit. Reading list, and you are living your story. So since these products right here, the cards and the stamp set, are what I originally was able to see through the digital kit, I will tell you that my project today is going to be using this book club card, this bibliophile card, the subtle book pattern, and this book review. So I'm going to be using a combination of these in digital form to create the project that I have in mind for today. Okay, set all that to the side, and then we'll quickly go through these embellishments. Now, full disclosure, I already filmed this intro, and I accidentally deleted my footage. So I am re-recording, and this is after I have already completed my project. So some of the embellishments are not actually in this pile. They are on my spread, which you will see at the end of this video. So just keep that in mind too. There are all the embellishments minus about 9 that I put on my spread. So you will see those at the end of this video. So that is it for the main kit. Let me put this away, and then let's bring over the 2 add-on stamp sets. So the add-on stamps are also themed for reading. The first one is called Check It Out, and it has this library card giant stamp that you can use to create journaling cards or create an actual library type card. You can stamp it on pattern paper, colored paper, cardstock, it doesn't matter. Then there is a label right here, which I love label stamps because then I can make them whatever color I want to make them. And then some words related to reading that you can fill in. So things like loved, recommend, just okay, not good, let down, so good, didn't finish, and more. The second add-on stamp set is called All Digital. And this one is really about consuming literature and just media, I suppose, in digital form. So it's got stamps that will relate to audiobooks, to podcasts, to ebooks. There's Listen Up chapter, now streaming episode. This symbol down here, which is for the podcast symbol. This down here, which looks like the Wi-Fi signal, but it says ebooks, podcasts, audiobooks currently. And then my absolute favorite from this set is the phone stamp right here. This I'm actually going to be using for another project that I will likely do a process video for. You can actually tell that I've used it already because it's kind of inky on there, but super cute. I love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So that is all of the product that is releasing this month. So we've got the 2 add-on stamps. We've got the journaling cards, the main kit stamp, the puffy stickers, and the embellishments. If you are interested in grabbing any of these products for your own memory keeping, I will include a link down in the description below that will take you to the store and get you to this product so you can purchase it if you like. It is book themed, which tends to sell out quickly. So just as a forewarning that this kit will probably go pretty fast. Yes. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is clean all of this up, put it away, or put it where I can access it, but it's not all over my table. And then I'm going to bring over the product that I will be using to create my spread for today. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on this project. So in addition to the digital products from the Futurecraft release, I am also going to be using this Monthly Matters stamp set from Futurecraft in order to put them the months onto this spread. This stamp set, I believe, is still available. If it is, I will go ahead and link it down in the comments, not the comments, in the description below, so that you guys can get it if you are interested. So this is going to be used in addition to what I've got here. So we're reading this book for our January book club. I have this tiny picture. It is 2.25 inches by 2.25 inches. So that is going to be my example to show you what I will be doing with it. Let me just set that to the side. Then I have a whole stash of vellum. This is my scrap stash. I have 8.5 by 11 sheets. This I had printed originally, flip it over, it says Florida. I printed this originally for a different project and did not end up using it. So it went into my scraps, and I'm hopefully going to get some of it used today, along with these other pieces that were just trimmed off from other things. So I've got some vellum that I will be using, and then here are my pages that I created for this project. So you will recognize this. Let me grab it over here. You will recognize the book club journaling card made into this giant book club sheet. You can ignore this. This is for a different project. I just wanted to show you that I print these on 8.5 by 11 inch cardstock pieces. It's like, I want to say it's 80-pound cardstock. It might be 100-pound. I can't remember at this point, but it's thick enough, and it's pure white, which is what I prefer. So what I did in Photoshop is I created this 2-inch title at the top of my pages, and then I'm going to be using the body of it to create pockets for each of my months, which will make more sense as I start to put this together. So the pages themselves are sized to 6.825 by 4.25 inches, which is the exact size of a page protector. And I did this because with the interactive nature of this spread, I wanted these pages to be outside of a pocket. So my idea for my book club this year is to create a 3-page, actually it will technically be 4-page, a 4-page spread that will be documenting each of the 12 books that we read. So in a nutshell, I will create a title page at a later point in time because I'm hoping to get an acrylic piece to use as part of the title, and those won't release until later in the month. That's over on Colorcast Designs shop. So this is going to be page 2 and then page 3. Since I can only fit 4 months per page, I need one more in order to get to the 12, and so that is where this page comes into being. So this is the same size, and what I did for this one, digitally, I took the card that looks like this, that has all these little books, and I repeated it at the top to again create a 2-inch title, and then I opaqued it so that it was more see-through, where you can still see it, but it's not as like in your face. And then I took this card that says bibliophile, so many books, so little time. I selected only the title bibliophile and then put that into the middle here. And then the last thing I did was just add a strip of that yellow to the bottom so that you can see the break in the page, and then also it ties it into the other pages. So what I need to do is to go ahead and get these pages trimmed out. So I'm just going to go ahead and start working on this. If, I mean, let me see here. So, okay, there's 8.75 by, or sorry, 6.75, 8.75. Sometimes it is hard to talk while you do this. Okay, by 8.25. Okay, so there is the third page. Let's take this one. So it's 6.875. Let's make sure we're straight here. Good. By 8.25. Is clanging over there. Okay, so there's page 2, and this is going to be page 1. You'll notice down here there's the book review, which looks like this. I'll explain that one when I get to it. Sizing and all that. Okay. Then here is 8.25. Okay, there's page 1. All right, so let's put that to the side. Okay. All right, so yes, it will go like this when you look at it. So it'll be a title page, and then that will swing open to have the book club, and then that will, oops, these will be connected together, and then you'll have the bibliophile on the back. Okay, so that gives me those. Let's set those up there for now. So the next thing I'm going to do is cut out 12 vellum pockets. So I previously worked on this within Photoshop to figure out my dimensions, and I know that based on my sizing, I can fit 4 2.5-inch square pockets on each page. So I need my vellum to be 2.5 inches square, so 2.5 by 2.5. Also, just as a side note, if you do something like this, I did break this word up. Let me see if I can find that. You'll notice in this card, let's see if I can get here, that the book club is much closer together than it is in mine. So I actually extended it a little bit further, knowing that I am going to hole punch this inside seam, and that way my holes won't disrupt my title, hopefully. I hope I sized it right. Okay, so let's get some vellum pockets made. So I'm going to bring you out again. I don't need to extend you this time. And let's see what we can get out of these scraps. So here's a piece of vellum. We're gonna go 2.5 inches. Okay. All right, you're driving me nuts. I think you're gonna go down. There we go. 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches, and I need 12 of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So, as I hopefully get better at this, I will be able to be a little bit chattier with you guys, but I figure for this part where I have to measure so much of it out precisely, it's a lot harder to talk and work. But you know what? I think I'm okay. I think I'm doing okay. So I guess my question to you guys, let me know in the comments below, do you document the books that you are reading? Is that part of your memory keeping? And if you do, how do you document your reading? I'd be super curious to know. Last year, I actually made an entire traveler's notebook. That's how I documented my books. I made 1 page for each of the months, and then after reading the book and after my book club met up, I would create a spread about that book. All right, how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 2 more. Here we go. No, let's go this way. That way I have more surface area for the future. What else can I ask you guys about your reading? So yes, do you document your reading? Are any of you a part of a book club? And maybe what is your most favorite book that you read in 2019? I'm always looking for book recommendations. So tell me what your most favorite book was from last year. Okay, so I'm going to set aside 4 of these because those are going to go up to that bibliophile page. And let's pull open, nope, wrong way. Let's pull open this. Okay, so here is my idea how this will go. This is what I want. And let me see if I can get this centered a little bit better. Let's push it up here. There we go. That's better. Now you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. All right, so I have these pockets, and the idea is that they are going to essentially go like this, roughly. Okay. Then I'm going to take the Monthly Matters stamp, and I'm going to stamp above them the month for that book. Let me see if this will fit. Oh, please fit. If not, then I'm going to stamp it on the pocket itself. January, February, March. And since this will be stamped on, it's not going to create more bulk. I think this is going to work. Whew. I measured these, so I was hopeful that they would. And we'll go May, June, July, August. So May, June, July, August. So that would be the first 8 months. So then what I'm going to do is take a 1-inch circle punch, and I want to punch out, see if I can figure out where to get this centered. Okay, let's hope that works. Well, it's not perfectly center. Ugh. Okay, let's see what happens for the next one. Okay, let's see now. So you are going in the center. Hopefully. That one seems better. Okay, if that first one is the only one that I can't figure out, then I'm just gonna cut a new one, because as much as I fight my perfectionism, I have a lot of this as scrap, so why not just use it? Okay, so they are all punched. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to hole punch these pages so that when I attach the pockets, just put all these to the side, when I attach the pockets, I'm not putting them where the holes are going to go. So to do that, move these and move these, because that's that. And then let's grab this one, and this one. We'll just do all 3 at the same time. So we know it's going to open like that, close like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is grab a page protector for a 6x8 album. So I've got one here, and I'm going to use this to help me punch the holes so that it will fit into the album. Okay, so I am back. I have my pockets all sewn onto the different pages, so you can kind of see that these pages are beginning to come together. I'm super excited that this has worked out. You know, there are always ideas that we have in our heads and we're just not sure if it'll work out that way, and it's really exciting when they do. So the next thing that I'm going to do is stamp the month titles at the top of each of these pockets. I will be using this Scrapbook.com premium dye ink. This is my absolute favorite black ink, mostly because it stamps like ridiculously black and usually really solid. It almost gives the appearance that it has been printed versus stamped on. So I'm going to be using this ink. I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper here out of my stash. I usually like to stamp first on a piece of scrap just to make sure that everything is coming out as solid as I'd like, and then I will do it on the actual project itself. So I will probably put you on fast forward while I do this so you don't have to watch me stamp all of this in time, because it will take me a few minutes. So here we go. Okay, so I've got them all stamped on there. So now they all have their months. These 2 pages are going to be adhered back to back, which I probably will just do right now. And then I'm going to put together my first part of my first little tag so you can see what that is going to look like. Yeah, this is awesome. Okay, so let's grab some adhesive and put these 2 pages back to back. When I'm adhering pages together, I like to use either this Tombow Mono dot adhesive, or I also, let's see if I can grab it out. Where are you? There we go. Or I also really like this Scrapbook.com double-sided tape. It's really strong and awesome for holding pages together. So I'm thinking I'll probably just use some of this because I have quite a bit of it. Let me see, where does it start? There we go. Okay, so let's put it on here. And what I'm going to do is go from edge to edge. Okay, I'm just going to put it together. You to stick. Go right up at the top and the bottom. And maybe one in the middle. Okay. So that. Take off all the backing with my nails that I recently clipped. It's hard to, okay. Shoot. No. Stay down, you. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay, and then this is going to go on the back, so I just am going to line up the holes and the edges. Like so. Stick everything together. Perfect. Yes. Okay. So the only thing I don't have right now is the cover. So I'm going to have a cover here, which we'll probably use some of the embellishments on. They're so cute. How could you not? And then you'll open it up to the middle for all the books for each month. And that'll be the last page. Okay, so let me show you an example of what I'm going to do inside the pockets. So I have this image of the book cover for the month of January. I have this tiny little review card, which you'll notice is this card just made tiny. I didn't print a bunch of them because I actually will just add my journaling digitally and then reprint the card itself with everything already in it. Now that I look at it, it's going to have a hole in the middle. So I may need to make this again and push this down just a little bit. I don't know yet. We'll see. So then I'm going to use this real tag that I've got to figure out the corners. I'm going to cut those off so that we can make this have a tag shape to it, like so. Okay. I don't need that. Well, yeah, I don't need that. Okay. So that is the little tag. In addition to this, I'm also going to include a photo of our group and a favorite quote from the book. So it'll be like a little 4-page dealio. Okay, which side is the little one? And then I'm going to use my Crop-A-Dile to punch, oh come on now, to punch a tiny itty bitty hole at the top of the card, somewhere in the middle, right there I think. So there's my tiny little hole. And I'm going to use a bit of twine. This twine I purchased at Target in the craft section. It is a super great deal. It's like you get this huge roll for like $4 or something like that. It's really inexpensive. And this hole is tiny, so I don't know if I'll be able to get it in this way. We'll see. Let's try. Well, you know what? I totally can. Yes. Okay. So get that in there. Pull that up. Okay. And that is my little book. Trim some of the excess off so it's just a little bit of string coming out. So yeah, so this will have a picture of the book. It'll have, you know what, maybe I need to do it like this. Shoot. Okay, all right. Because I need it to turn. Okay. Let's try that again. Sorry, I'm off camera here. Okay, so the problem is that it didn't turn. I couldn't flip the pages. So what I'm going to try instead is threading it through like that. You know what? I need a longer piece. Okay, sorry, I shouldn't have trimmed that so quick. That was silly. Okay. Let's do this again. So in the hole you go. Yes. There we go. All right. Then we're going to tie a little knot in it because I want it to turn. Come on now. Probably could be even lower than that. Just, okay. Sorry, you guys. Okay. Just need it looped enough. Here we go. To, okay. Okay, so if we do it like that, then we can turn it. Yes. I guess that's okay. We can still read it, sort of. All right, so you've got the Christopher Moore, whatever, this. I may, when I do this again, leave a little bit more string out. I don't know. And then these slip right into the pocket like that. Yes. So then when I get all my books in here, you'll be able to see the covers of all the books that I read, and then for book club, and then we'll pull it out. It'll have the review, it'll have a favorite quote, and it'll have a photo of our group for that meeting. There we go. Okay, I'm super excited about this. The only other question I've got is if I want to add any embellishments. So maybe really quick, I will leaf through my embellishment bin here, see if there's anything I want to add, and if not, then we'll just call it good. So let's see what we got. Something like a kind of, I don't know. That's a no. That's a no. Alright, you guys, so I didn't realize that my phone had run out of space and stopped recording. So I have actually finished the book spread to the most it's going to be until I get to the title page, and I figured I would just show you how it ended up. I believe it cut out right when I was pulling out embellishments to maybe add them to some of the pages, and I did end up putting a few on. So I've got them here on the corners of the pockets. There are 3. I like to do 3s. It just feels balanced that way. And then on the back, I've got this new chapter that I added right here, and then 2 more embellishments on the corners. So that is how this one came out. Yes, so that's it for me for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to leave me a comment letting me know what your favorite read of 2019 was. I'm always looking for new suggestions. I will catch you guys in the next video, and until then, I hope you have the most wonderful day. Bye, guys.